So check it out. I'm reading the Sumerian tablets, right? And what I want to point out is about Zog, who's different from God. See, when Zog was about, or let's just say the creator, right? Separated himself, like I said, and formed that's like the female version, the mother. So the father separated himself, had the mother came back to the father, and they made a son. This was the original Trinity. Now, with this Trinity, right, with the Father, Mother, and the Son, they created 4 realms, according to the Sumerian tablets, the Nag Hammadi scriptures. This was found in the 4th century, before the religion of Muslims and Quran and all that. And so, right, this original Trinity formed 4 other realms, and each realm was appointed with like angels and stuff, you know. They created 12 supremes by the original Trinity. 4 realms, 12 supremes from the original Trinity. Then it goes on, right? The 4th realm. Once you get to the 4th realm, right? Because everything was good, you know, everything. But once it goes to the 4th realm, they name it a female. Sophia tries to conceive without the father and the mother, or the son, you know, which are the same. So in the 4th realm, this Sophia, this entity, tries to conceive without what I call Zog. And she conceives, right, to this thing called Yadaboth, which translates to God. So in the 4th, now when he's conceived, right, God is now in the 5th realm. So the original Trinity formed 4 realms. On the 4th, Sophia conceives without the Trinity, and she forms the 5th realm, where God comes into the picture. Yadaboths, whatever. So now God, right, in the 5th realm is when he creates. In the 5th realm, he tries to recreate the 12 supremes, but without the original Trinity. Just like the mother, Sophia, she tried to conceive without the Trinity. So now the son, her creation, tries to do the same, but it tries to mimic the original Trinity in its entirety by making 12 supremes, in different, you know, like realms and stuff. So this God, the deficient, right, like Sophia's son, the God, what you know as God, tries to formulate another 3 father son, you know, a father mother daughter type of thing, a false Trinity, different from the original Trinity. So he's jealous, you know, he tries to do what Zog created, what Zog did with the Trinity. He tries to do the same thing, but it's a false interpretation of the original Trinity. And so he forms, you know, like he does 12 supremes, and then he goes on into forming all these different layers and stuff like that. And that's when his mother, Sophia, she starts to repent and stuff like that. But what I'm going into, like, I'm breaking it down. There's a lot of things I'm not pointing out, but so what Zog tries to do once he sees this transgression, right? He tries to formulate a way out so that we can be saved, right? So he formulates he tries to form it. He shows like the appearance of the first human through the water and the shapes. So what God does, you know, the deficient one, Yabadoth or whatever, the ones you worship, he ends up trying. He sees what Zog, the original creator, the self-generated father, mother, son, is trying to do, and he rushes and he creates Adam, and he used like 365 angels to create him. This is now in the fifth realm, you know. This is where let me see if I could like, yeah, this is now where he like he formed. This is where the God creates all the zodiacs, all the celestials, you know, the sun, the moon, the planets. This God, the deficient one, what people come to know as God, is the one that created your world. Your world is created by a deficient supreme in the fifth realm, away from the original Trinity, Father, Mother, Son. So now this God, right, has the world thinking that there is a devil, and that if you don't worship God, you're with the devil and you go to hell and stuff like that. When in fact, God is the devil, and there is no devil. God is the one that's been misleading you. So we tried to like form words. The English people used the word God. Jews use Allah, or the Muslims. Spanish people say Dios. You know, who knows what Chinese and, I don't know, Philippines or, you know, French, other cultures, what they say to signify the entity God. But when they say it, they're all mentioning it, tying it to the fifth realm supreme entity, you know, God. What we come to understand what is God. So every culture, every background, they're all mentioning this creator, but they're mentioning the creator from the fifth realm, not the original Trinity, who formed, you know, 4 other realms and stuff like that. So now the world is all believing in the same thing, that there's a devil, and then you have to worship God, and you have to believe in his son, which is not his son. It's the son of Zog, the original Trinity. But most people are worshiping the son like it's the same entity from the fifth realm, and that's the deficient one. That's the false one, you know. So yeah, this gets into it, and then it gets into like, you know, it talks about Book of John, the secret Book of John. It gets into the other, you know, Paul and Timothy. Let me see, the Gospel of Philip. I'm still reading it, but this, you could see that it gets more spiritual. It makes me believe that what I've been thinking all along, that I'm correct. You know, there is a higher power than what you are worshiping. I've always used the word Zog because Zog was a way for me to deprogram myself from the way that the world is calling this creator. So my way of deprogramming myself was to say Zog instead of God or Allah or Dios. I would say Zog as a way to like stand out of that matrix, if that makes any sense. But then that became the thing, you know. There is a Zog, you know. And then, you know, I start reading, like, oh shit, you know, there is the original Trinity, which nobody knows about, because they're stuck worshiping in the fifth realm what they come to understand as God, when it's just a deficiency. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say for this episode. That's that with all of that.